Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this one we're going to be reacting to the Expanse Season 5 Episode 1 called Exodus. Season 4 recap?
See if we can do this in a nutshell, basically. But it was primarily based on Illis or New Terra. A group of Belters managed to break through the ring and land on a planet to mine ore, or just basically to get away from... They didn't really have a home, but if we do it character by character, it might be a bit easier, where Holden goes after them. Evazarala tells Holden to go after them and find a peaceful solution to get them off the planet. And Miller's been bugging him for ages. We need to get out there. We need to get out there. And when they get out there, all shit breaks loose in terms of there's these old structures that are on Illis that contain a proto-molecule killer inside it, basically.
Yeah.
And we kind of see Holden kind of go through how he turns them on, how the planet then starts to kind of not self-destruct, but it comes alive. You've got islands blowing up, causing tidal waves and tsunamis, and the entire clash between Belters and the RCE forces them to come together and go inside these structures and seek shelter, basically. With that resolving in the scientist jumping through like a ring itself, like a portal. Miller kind of tells her to.
Yeah. It's almost like a kill switch.
Yeah.
Which is what it is. And real Miller shows his face for a while. He's able to escape his prisoners. Not prisoners. Sorry, he's the prisoner.
He calls them that prisoner. Yeah. He kind of calls it them. Yeah.
Yeah. They're jailers. Sorry. And he sort of brings the planet alive, and then in one fell swoop, using the kill switch, sort of kills a proto-molecule, ends himself in the sense that he no longer totally exists, and all the people that died on Eros that were living inside his head, they're sort of at peace now as well. Naomi wanted to be on the planet, but she couldn't, so she had to stay in space. And then we had a little bit between the space story where at a midpoint, the proto-molecule sort of switched off all the reactors.
Yeah.
So the ships that were floating were sort of decaying in terms of orbit, so we would have crashed on Illis, but they found some sort of way to drag themselves out of that shithole. Eventually then the reactor started up again when the kill switch was activated, and that all resolved itself. Amos had this sort of bit where I don't know if you want to call it found love. Not really found love. He found someone he cared for from the RCE.
It's a connection that he had with that girl. So he shoots her in the end.
Yeah,
so it was quite a short-lived romantic.
Yeah, they both sort of chose loyalty over how they feel about each other. The big bad guy being Murtry. So there was a little bit of a western that played out in this season between Holden and Murtry. Murtry ends up not getting shot, or gets shot but not getting killed, but stuck in jail. Or may not be stuck in jail, because the last we saw of him was Amos kicking the shit out of him without blinking.
Yeah. He you see that famous kind of death stare from Amos, and just punches him. But meanwhile, while all this is kind of going on out in the real world, or out on Mars,
on our galaxy,
in the end of another galaxy, Bobby basically turns to crime because she tries to save her nephew from being involved in crime, messes up an operation, and then she in turn gets sucked into the organization, which doesn't go well for her because everyone ends up getting killed in her little team or her little unit, because of Marco and Aro, but I'll come on to that in a minute. And at the end of her storyline for this season, she phones Evazarala and says, "Can I come and work for you? I'd like to take up your offer." And And while all that was happening, Eva Zavala's fighting for her position in.
Oh, it's an election, really, isn't it? She loses an election against Nancy Gao.
Nancy Gao.
Yeah.
And well, Christian's portion is very simple. It's all about the election. It's all about the campaign. It's about her running for Secretary General for the first time, or campaigning for the first time. So it's to do with how she.
And a lot of the optics of what happens on Illis sort of helped form whoever wins that election, if you think about it. And then
I think the main thing, and obviously, like I said, she Bobby contacts Eva Zavala just as she's kind of stepped down and says, "Can you help me?" And there's that line at the end. She's like, "Your timing is impeccable." But the main back burner on this
main back
season,
no back burner.
It was. I feel like it was on the back burner. It's a big thing for this season, but it was introduced in little speckles. Is
that prick
drummer Ashford and the Silver Tongue himself,
Marco Norris,
and we finally get to see him, because they've been talking about him for seasons and seasons and seasons, and we finally get to see him, and his storyline is basically how he tricks how he tricks the OPA into keeping him alive, and he'll be like, "I'll sit on my hands, I'm not going to do anything," and then all along his plan plays out where they end up blowing up a ship with a fake signature drive, like a warp signature drive, and
they've essentially with the technology they've stolen from Mars, or they bought from Mars, whichever way you want to look at it. They've shut down Earth's defense system against asteroids. Essentially, they've used the Mars stealth tech.
They haven't shut it down. They tried to take out one of the installations.
Oh, was it just to figure out what's the threshold?
Weaknesses,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So essentially now what he's decided to do is spray massive lumps of rock, asteroids essentially, with stealth tech.
Using Mars stealth tech as well at the same time. And there was a portion where Ashford could have easily got this guy spaced, kind of flips itself on its head, where at the end of the season Ashford gets spaced, which is really, really messed up, because it's a character we both liked. And one last very important bit, Philip, who is Naomi and Marco's son, is with Marco, so that's going to be a fun little messed up story to deal with.
Family situation.
So let's see what happens in the start of this season. Season 5, episode 1, Exodus. Let's check it out. Rock number 9.
21 megatons. An extinction level event.
173 days after launch. Where is this rock going? There were only 8 going to Earth. This is the sun. Okay. Whoa.
Oh, that's even worse, because it's now mini. Like, it's going to be like
mini stealth rocks.
Yeah.
Hasami, science ship near Venus.
Rogue asteroids around Venus. We got ourselves a bona fide space oddity. What's the composition?
I wish I could tell you.
These guys think it's just something that happens to be there.
An anomaly.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The hell is that? Are they being boarded?
Yeah.
What do you know?
Nothing. We just got here. We do.
Who knows what you know? Where's your data core? Show me where. Rack 4.
Wipe out the people who can actually send out a message or an alarm or something.
Yeah.
Bosslet. Good to go, okay?
Oh, these lot are dead then. Oh, shit.
That is messed up.
Oh my god, you have to be really accurate to...
Let's talk. Could maybe use some help here.
I think they're gonna cut you loose, Andrew.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Tell my father what you did. He will be proud of you.
No honor amongst thieves, right? Bloody hell.
That guy's like, that was messed up. I'm not gonna say anything. It looked beautiful though, that explosion.
It did. It did.
Yay, Tycho! Haven't seen you in a while.
In a minute.
You and your crew really
Lucky to be alive. Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Because you are lucky to be alive all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know how I really want to see in this season? On a revenge mission?
Yeah.
Drummer.
Ooh,
I want a revenge mission. Oh, she said, I'm not going to be a part of anything. I don't want to be an EXO.
These repairs to the Rossi weren't approved at these prices.
they get the good guy discount.
That is not a thing.
It is a thing. Good guys always get a discount.
No more special treatment. And no more belter grift.
You're trying to piss me off.
Who made this guy boss?
I know.
You couldn't use a comb.
Not for this.
Piss off.
We have an OPA informant there who's familiar with the Inneros faction. This is your son.
Oh, he found him.
This is going to be heartbreaking for her. He's going to think his mum's a bitch, essentially.
Well, we don't know what Marco's told him.
Come on.
Told her. Well, it's.
Silver tongue? What? He's only said nice things about her, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just a couple things I have to deal with. You should probably grab dinner on your own.
Oh, Naomi, you should tell him.
The function of the ancient machines, as well as what awesome power could have wiped out the builders, seemingly in an instant. The UN has deemed the...
Hold it, don't want to deal with that shit no more.
I spent too long on that planet trying to fucking sort it out.
The lazy songbird.
Hey, Samos. Where's he off to?
Luna? Does everyone just split up or something?
First class deck 1. Late and Jenny for changing banks.
You snore?
No. Do I? No.
She takes pills to sleep.
All the inner ships heading for the ring make lots of job for Belta. You Earther, yeah? Be nice to visit Earth if not for so much gravity.
He doesn't like people talking too much. And she does snore.
She snores. But she knocked out really quick.
Yeah, she took pills.
In-flight insurance for protect yourself and once you love.
Huh?
This one cover everything. Optional, of course, but pay if you want. Present again.
What the hell?
You never know what could happen if you don't.
Insurance scam?
Yeah, it looks like, isn't it?
There was a time I got caught in a reactor crawl space when a coolant pipe blew. Get those radioactive particles down in your lungs where you can't get them out. That pretty much melts you from the inside.
What the fuck are you talking
I had to
about?
get all the way
Shit,
to a maintenance
what
area.
the fuck kind of story
What
is
is he
this?
talking about?
I learned that I could hold my breath for almost 2 minutes while engaging in physical stressful activity.
So?
You have to ask yourself, how much damage do you think I can do to you in 2 minutes before the knockout gas gets to me?
Damn.
It's a lot.
Walk away.
Yeah.
I was just letting your associate know that nobody in this cabin pays for any of your insurance or anything else from now on.
What crew you run with?
The Rocinante.
Never heard of him.
Good. You're about to get your ass kicked, so you remember it forever.
On ship like this, we know we have to pay. They come after us now.
Oh, where are you going?
Mercury's
Yes, he
backpack.
took his bag. He took his bag.
Yeah, you know what they're gonna do in there?
Yep. I hate waiting.
Let's get this over with. Oh my god, they're gonna die.
You must be stupid.
I mean, there's only
Back in
4
the
of
cabin,
them.
he was gonna pay.
I didn't do it for him.
You like how it... Ooh, that was a quick snap.
While brushing his teeth as well. Oh shit! With a toothbrush. Oh mate.
He's not every time he does it, he's not blinking.
Hanukkah.
Oh, it's the
Holden.
not the reporter.
All of the protomolecule in the solar system was destroyed.
Why else would someone be doing protomolecule research at a secret facility in the belt?
Huh?
Says who?
My sources.
Right, which idiot's doing this?
But then if there's no protomolecule, how are you doing your research?
Yeah.
Everyone who's had the protomolecule in their hands thought they knew what it was, and every one of them was wrong catastrophically.
Hang on, does Fred and Anderson still have their samples?
Brother Yakuman, the best this side of series.
Hey,
Can I have it?
Holden.
That might be tasty. Oh, we have some eavesdroppers. Yeah, the samples talk.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It'll be dead anyway.
Yeah.
That's right, Naomi. Your son's a prick.
Hey, it's the Razorback.
I haven't seen this in a while.
Very impressive, Razorback. Please knock it off and maintain your designated approach vector while you are in the pattern.
Okay, sorry.
That's pretty cool. Alex and the Razorback.
So he's come to see his family. But they all kind of have gone their own way, right? It's only Naomi and...
Call Bobby Draper.
Bobby.
Looking forward to having drinks and seeing you in person. Lots to talk about.
That's assuming Bobby's still on Mars. If Christian didn't take her out.
Exactly.
It's all there.
I'm impressed.
Even an old model like this couldn't have been easy to get.
It wasn't. Hence the price.
Is she carrying on?
I have a buyer who's in the market for Mark 23 Gladius torpedoes.
What makes you think I have access to something like that?
Do you?
Has she taken over SI's job?
That's what it sounds like, right?
Like I said, we're done.
Like she's the head black marketeer. Oh, you know what? She's not taken over his job. She's doing this so she can find the pricks. She's like almost undercover.
But then he's from Mars, so
yeah,
she's not going to find Belter selling Martian tech.
No, but whoever is involved in it, in that operation of selling stuff
My
to
team to purchase power armor was successful and confirmed my suspicions that a major supplier of black market weapons is routing them through Asteria base.
Yeah.
She's working for Christian.
I truly appreciate your faith in me, ma'am, and I do not intend to let you down.
So she's buying it for the intent not to sell it. She's obviously storing it so it doesn't get into the wrong hands, which is fine.
Are you and Dawes doing protomolecule research? Why would you ask me that?
Where are your fucking samples?
Yeah.
You're playing with fire. Here we go again.
So you know what? I've been pissed off a lot with Fred in this show.
Our protomolecule is secure. And don't ask me where it is.
I'm betting there's going to be a point where it's not going to be secure anymore.
Yeah.
Our instruments have not been able to detect anything inside the artifact at all. With no better alternatives, we sent small mammals through it.
What the fuck?
I created a simulation which approximates what I witnessed when I fell through it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we saw this.
Created the artifact and destroyed the protomolecule builders. These things are a threat to us.
What does it look like?
I see them. And each time I
that
see
must be
them, they
that
seem
black
angrier.
thing that he sees.
In other words,
He's willfully being blind here, Fred.
It's pure speculation.
So that he doesn't have to give up his protomolecule sample.
The kill is laying down nicely. We're gonna call this ship the Gatamang Ferranti. It means guardian of the frontier. When we've built a real navy, and the OPA is policing the belt without any assistance, any interference from the inners, then we'll talk about getting rid of the protomolecule.
Oh, so this is their first gunship.
Very, very long time then.
You gotta stop focusing on the end of the world.
And maybe you should have a slight worry about it.
I feel like he's not taking the situation seriously
He's
because
not.
he feels like he's on top of the world. Not
Yeah,
on top of the world, but
he's also like, he's almost blind. Wolf, like I said, willfully blind. Because if he has to deal with it, If he deals with it, it means he has to give up his proto-molecule, and we don't know what him and Anderson have planned.
Doing.
His kids, his wife and kid. I'm assuming he's just there to see his kids.
Could be.
Hey, Tally.
Oh, she doesn't like you.
Alex.
Oh, that
I
sucks.
didn't even know if this was the right address. You got tired of the old place, huh?
What do you want?
Look, I know I should have called ahead, but...
What do you want?
Easy.
You're not a part of our lives anymore. We don't owe you any closure.
That also means you don't get any closure yourself. It's a double. It works both ways.
My friends are...
Sure, no problem. Hey, I love you.
Okay. Bit too soon?
See you soon.
That's quite cool. They got all like the LED cowboy hats and the.
Hey, Bobby!
She looks so confused, like, why did you choose this bar?
Or why am I here?
How's civilian life? Work?
I'm kind of unemployed.
Oh. That sounds weird.
Feels weird too, for a lot of people these days.
I mean, she's not technically unemployed. Technically.
She's undercover.
Gotta stay positive.
I'm staying realistic. Some things can't be fixed, and sometimes you're a fucking moron to try.
Well, this conversation is going really south.
Talking to Mellis.
Jesus fucking Christ! If you wanted to be your son's hero, you should have shown up 3 years ago.
Damn, Bobby.
Move on.
Bobby.
This was not a good day for this. I'll see you later.
He's not. He just hasn't. It's not going well for him.
Why did she explode like that, though?
I asked Fred to help me find Philip a while ago, and he did.
Where is Philip?
Palace Station, but he won't be there for long.
We'll do whatever it takes to get the Rossi ready to roll.
I chartered a freighter bound for Palace.
Don't do this on your own, Naomi.
I leave in a few hours.
Oh, this is so stupid.
You can't do this alone. It's too dangerous.
If I show up with an Earther, with
Yeah.
James Holden at my side,
Yeah.
it's only going to make things harder.
Yeah, I get that bit.
It makes sense, but then also the other thing is if he's going to fly the Rossi, everybody's split up. If she falls into trouble,
Get the crew together,
he's
innit?
not- they're in.
Ooh, call the crew.
His father is going to get him killed, and if I don't at least try and stop that from happening,
Okay, at least she's intelligent enough to know that that is going to happen.
I'll never be able to live with that.
But she does need backup. That looks sick. And no one paid for insurance on that flight.
Well, as in
Insurance.
yeah, in terms of his cabin. Don't know how many people you spoke to before. Where did you put the bodies? That's what I want to know.
First of all, I didn't start it. And second of all, they were all alive when I walked out.
Okay, fair enough. He didn't kill anyone.
With your escort. This way.
Oh, who does he know? Someone. They're taking him to meet someone? Who's on
Who knows
Luna?
him on the moon?
Oh, Christian. That's where she got told to go, right?
You look like shit.
There we
You
go.
look amazing.
She does look
What are
amazing.
you doing here? I thought you were like Queen of Earth. Why are you going back to Earth? A friend of mine died. She was important to me when I was a kid. I'm going back to Baltimore to settle her affairs.
Oh, the woman who raised him?
Raised him, yeah. I think he
Yeah.
did say something about that.
What's this for? For teaching me how to walk in night boots.
That is sick.
That was amazing.
That is sick. That looks sick.
You and I have very different life experiences, Chrissy.
Don't call me that. I'm a member of parliament, not your favorite stripper.
You can be both.
Oh, shit!
I love
Who
it.
don't give a fuck who he talks to?
Do you intend to kill anyone down there? I won't bail you out if you do.
Can I go now?
I love how he didn't answer that either.
Mm-hmm.
Why would Marco Inaros destroy a science ship?
I'm not convinced he did. The match was only 53.7%.
It's not good enough. It's not enough. It's not
It
enough.
it does make sense as to why they didn't blow it up and they just let the asteroid hit it, right? So that it would be natural, not natural, but scientific.
Know what I mean? A natural phenomenon, but not one
Yeah.
that occurs a lot.
This is where you're starting to realize how bad Mars has become.
Everyone's bounced. Space for rent, business sale.
But he's
everything must go.
Like Isai said, he was like, "Why
What's
are we
the
going to
point?
terraform this planet?"
Yeah. Best to leave. Oh, that's the one that Marco and Naomi blew up.
Oh yeah.
They think we are weak, and they hurt us anyway. We make them feel ashamed.
You need to find him, Christian.
Because when you are weak,
do we have a time frame?
You can be surprising.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Because they believe we are weak, we have the power to be audacious.
Thing is, what it looks like is it's going to
time to impact 12 days, 7 hours, 13 minutes.
Looks like it's going to happen daily, right?
God, I hate him. And that's
I really like his character.
Oh, right. I mean, I like his character because of the fact that I hate him. And that's the end of the episode. Yeah, no, I really do hate him. I like that, but that's just great acting, great writing. That's made it like that. It's a good first episode for the season. Everyone's all over the place. I don't kind of like that, but we need to see their individual storylines, I guess.
Well, I think the good thing about it is, we've seen them for 3 seasons pretty much be together. I know Naomi was on the Behemoth at one point, but it was nice to see a separate storyline to what was going on. But here we've got so many different storylines, right? You've got Alex's storyline on Mars. You've got it's spreading it out.
But I like to see the backstory part of it. I've been wanting that Amos backstory for a very, 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 very long time, and we're finally going to get something as he goes back to his childhood.
Because there's been a lot of speculation as into who he is. Obviously, you and I haven't read the books.
Could be a mob boss. That was right there, innit? Yeah. Killed the mob boss and took his name.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, you're right. It's kind of setting the mood. Although, yeah. It's just setting the mood. Obviously, Christian's still going after an arrow. Nothing on Earth. Alex is unwanted by everyone. Bobby.
That's kind of sad. Apart from his son, even though his son did sound a bit weird there, like he's not ready to say I love you, but the conversation itself was just a bit off. But what did Alex expect? He expected everyone to go, "Hey, I missed you loads," and
he wasn't going to get
into
that hero's welcome.
Yeah, but I don't know why Bobby raged there for all of a second. I didn't.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know if it's because she's pissed off that she's ticking people off her list, or she's just, I don't know. She's obviously no closer to getting, or obviously she's more concentrated on her own mission.
Maybe she's pissed off that it's just taking too long and it's costing more money, and she's not getting anywhere closer. Maybe we don't know what's going on with Christian. It's just the normal part of it. She's just.
Her dialogue has got considerably. It's always been amazing, but I just find it's getting better and better. Last season, it was just all about the fucks.
This interaction between Amos and her was epic. That's pretty much it. Don't like Fred. Don't like Marco. Starting to not like Philip, but that's just because of the brainwashing.
He is his. Yeah, he's his father's son, isn't he? So I guess I did find it kind of funny when he was like, "I'm going to tell my dad what you did," and it was like,
"My dad will be proud of you." Like, does he give a shit? He's going to die in 10 seconds.
He doesn't care. Marco only cares about himself. Like, it's literally, it's like a lullaby. Sleep. Yes.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there wasn't anything else.
Yeah. Should she have taken Holden?
Not really.
Should she have taken anyone? There will be a point where it will be everyone against her. As she tries to lead him away, he says no. Everyone else tries to kill her or subdue her or imprison her, so she doesn't get away and warn people.
Yeah, which is why I think Amos was the best person to take.
Yeah,
would have been the best person to take.
Yeah,
but I think the only major thing we got out of this was that Marco's targeting science vessels, so that
there's only one. He isn't vessels. It's just one vessel.
Oh, true. There's
only one. It's 12 days. That 12 days is. I mean, I don't think there's any other science vessels to hit. There's only one.
Could be actually because it was near Venus, right? So,
yeah, that was the only one in the way, and then actually we don't know what other paths the other ones are taking. That was just because of one. That was just one rock. There are 7 other rocks. Yeah. Oh, and 8 other rocks. Sorry, I forgot how many there were. Let's see what happens with that. But yeah, great start to season 5. We get to see everyone's individual storyline rather them as a group. Although it'd be nice to see them all back together as a group again.
Yeah.
Maybe with some additional people. Hopefully Bobby joins properly and
that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think
we did see Drummer in this. So.
Oh no, yeah. I really hope she hasn't exited the show. I really want to see her in the show again. And taking on the cause of just a pure revenge mission. And if we happen to catch Marco in this season, or any season, I really hope that the person that gets to put a bullet in him is Drummer, just because of Ashford. That was messed up. But great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.